Jemimah Rodrigues may be celebrating the triumph of World Cup victory, but it wasn't an easy journey. From trolling to allegations that engulfed her family after India's T20 World Cup exit in 2024, she went through one of the most painful phases of her life. In an interview with India Today, she opens up about the topic she usually avoided addressing publicly. She said that when her parents were dragged into something they didn't do, it really hurt. She added that everything they did back then was fully in line with the rules and regulations, and they had proof to back that up. However, the allegations made against Jemimah and her family were deeply hurtful, especially since they had done nothing wrong. The period caused significant emotional strain for the Rodriguez family. Allegations against her father, Ivan Rodrigues, for allegedly using Mumbaiker's gymkhana for religious activities sparked controversy, ultimately resulting in the revocation of her club membership and leaving the family deeply shaken. 2024 was a difficult period for the Indian women's cricket team after they failed to qualify for the semi-finals for the Women's T20 World Cup. After the team's exit, Jemimah and her family faced intense backlash following allegations against her father. What followed was an ordeal of cyberbullying. She noted that people started saying terrible things about her family, and even her church. She felt blow after blow, and then came the false allegations about her family, which ultimately broke her. But 2025 was a turning point. She felt like God lifted her from all her worries and gave her the reward with the joy of World Cup. Even after a shaky start with Sri Lanka and South Africa, Jemimah bounced back strongly with a half century against New Zealand and a match-winning 127 in the semi-final against Australia. She emphasized that as a family, they sat together and said this was not their battle to fight. They knew their intentions were right, and they knew they hadn't done anything wrong. God was their witness. So they decided to stay silent, not to prove anything or fight back. They chose to forgive those who hurt them because that's what Jesus taught them, to forgive even those who wronged them. Jemimah further added that she's seen how God turned it all around. Exactly a year later came that Australia semi-final knock and India winning the World Cup. Around the same time last year, they were in pain, but this year, God lifted them up and gave them double honor for every bit of shame they went through.